Spooky Boogie contracted 2020, whatever the heck year it is. I should stop using the year thing. I always misplace it. I always mistake it in my brain. I should just go with the title. But I hope you're all having an absolutely wonderful night. It's almost the day after today. I can't wait for 8 hour stream. Maybe let's go. We're here till 8 in the morning. I'm very tired. I kind of have a headache right now. I wasn't sure if I wanted to stream, but I mean, I'm running out of days to do this, and I do want to get a move on generally doing this. But also, I really like this game, so I want to play some more. Whatchamacallit. I was gonna try to do a longer stream today, maybe like a 5 hour stream. I'm probably only gonna go for like a 2, maybe 3 hour stream at most. Whatchamacallit. I just do not have the energy on me to really do this right now, but I do want to play it. I'm excited to play it. I like this game, so let's just take it in chunk pieces. If we do another 2-3 hours today, tomorrow I can do a 4-5er, and I could probably finish it. We'll see, but it's okay. I enjoyed bite-sized gaming. Just a little gaming. We're allowed to do a little bit of gaming. I went to Not Scary Farm yesterday, and then I had a shift in the morning, just a 6-hour shift. It wasn't really that big of a deal, but I only slept an hour in between that time and the other time. And then I took like a 4-hour nap today, and then I had to get a bunch of stuff done today in relation to the surgery that I'm getting at the end of the month. Which I only was able to really finish around 10:30, and then I ate and stood here and looked at the screen for like 40 minutes being like, am I gonna do this? I don't think so. I don't want to do it. I'm gonna do it. Okay. And I'm here. But like I said, I am excited to play this game. I had a lot of fun playing this game last time around, and I have been thinking about it quite a bit since then. So like, I just want to head back into it. And also, by the way, I know we talked about this last time, but this game that we're playing, Slay the Princess, is getting like a definitive version, a pristine cut edition with extra content. Why is it always that when I get into a game, almost immediately there's like a upgraded version of it, you know? Whatchamacallit. Look, there's a physical Switch release, man. Like, first of all, I have to get it. But second of all, like, come on, couldn't I have gotten into this game next year? Gotten into this game next year when this was released, so I could have played the more cooler, more version of it with the most bestest version of it. But either way, it doesn't matter. I'm excited to play it, and I definitely will probably be buying the physical game. Speaking of, I have a couple of Switch games that I specifically bought to try to fit into Spooky Boogie at one time or another. The stabbing one reminds me of a Vocaloid song. What stabbing one? Like here? This? Whatchamacallit? Either way, I am excited to play it, so let's get to it. I'm not sure how much long this game is. I know online it said it was around a 2 to 3 hour, sorry, a 6 to 7 to 8 hour experience. Knowing me, it'll be like a 28-hour stream experience. But let's just take it some chunk pieces at a time. If anything, I'll try to do a longer stream tomorrow, and if that doesn't work, to finish it. Not that I want the game to end. I really am enjoying it. But, you know, I only got so many limited days before they gotta surgerize me, and before I have to end Spooky Boogie Contracted. So, you know, I gotta fit in a few more games in here. I have things that are expected of me. Either way, I really want to get this pristine cut released when it comes out. I pre-ordered the Faith the Unholy Trinity Switch game that released like yesterday, and that still hasn't arrived. I probably won't play it on here, but I mean, I love Faith. I had to own it. Look at how many goddamn achievos I don't even have yet. I feel like I'm not even remotely close to finishing the game. Let's get into it. Last time around, I played a route, or like a route and a half. I made half a route in a try to save her scenario, where I accidentally reset everything by going back and forth in the space between the game, in the spaces outside of the border of the game, I guess. And then these funky little hand beings reset my game, and then I did a playthrough where I was like attempting to kill her. And oh, wacky hijinks happened. We're so good. I didn't have a knife. I tried to do a little flirtatious action. It was pretty fun. I was pretty into it. Whatchamacallit? But that's me. Get it away from me. Whatchamacallit. And then I reached this end where I got to see a mirror version of my in-game character, and then I met the hand being that I met outside of the realm of the borders of the video game. They told me that I should keep playing the game to try to find all.
Have returned to me. Days mean nothing in the maw of forever. I never left your side.
Attempt to outwaste your outweight your destiny. I mean, I did leave for like 2 days. Look, it was just a perfect spot to end. I wasn't trying to outweigh my destiny. This is so cool, by the way. The fact that it just popped me in here is so cool. But yes, I met this guy. They are some kind of entity outside of the restrictions of the game. You know, 4/4 bacon meta character that might or might not be representative of like the princess, though she is like a character of her own, but this guy's like an underlying background thing. Either way, interesting, fun. They told me like I need to find the remnants of it. There's more to it than this, so I gotta like do other routes basically to try to find the rest of this thing. And then I need to 1 second, let me turn this up for you guys because it looks really low on this end. And then 1 second, I know you're talking to me, but I gotta check the audios right here. Warden, put up the music a little bit. Sounds good, sounds good. Okay, I'm glad that being outside of the restraint of the video games, you still allow me to access saving controls and other things. I could save right over you right now if I really wanted to. Oh, so funky. Look at that. I'm so cool. Hi, Tina. How are we doing? Good afternoon, or good night, or good morning. At this point, I don't really know. But, either way, I came back. I'm gonna do another route. I'm gonna check it out, do a little bloop bloop bloop, and talk to my little homie here and see what's going on. What does he want from me? I mean, I know what he wants from me, but I'll, you know, give me a sec. You have returned to me. Days mean nothing in the maw forever. I never left your side. Okay, make me forget. There we go. So there's that. Let's just do it. They did never leave my side. I remember. It is such a prevalent theme when it comes to games like this, where there's like a metatextual character that exists outside of the realms of the game, quote unquote. Like in Doki Doki Literature Club and even like Undertale to an extent, and they always actively do the thing where they're like, oh, no matter what you do here, the stuff you did will be with you forever. I'll be by your side forever. A specific line I feel like has been repeated to me in multiple of these games, and it's so true though. Like, I mean, that's just how games work. You could never like forget that you played them, and the fact that you did is like an action that can't really be undone. Okay, make me forget. Sayonara, Shadow the Hedgehog.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Okay.
You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. I mean, I'll remember her. My character probably will not. Bring the racer's heart to her. Bring the racer's heart to her. The hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
I got so defenestrated.
You're here to slay her.
Okay. You know the world, what are you talking about? Have you considered... Okay. Anything new here? Okay. So I assume in order to find other pieces of this little arm being, I just need to seek out other endings. I did a half-witted kill attempt where I like tried to... I attempted to kill it, and then it killed me back, and then we like tried to play along with it. I wonder if there's like, I do want to attempt a no kill run, which is what I was going to try to attempt from the beginning, because that's just my thing. That's the thing that I would have chosen to do right away if I was in the presence, if I was in this situation, I guess. More likely, I guess, most likely. Ugh, I'm tired. But I assume we're gonna have to like just try other things, get on the endings, and see where it leads. Have I tried this before?
That's the spirit.
Ooh.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him. He doesn't know.
Proceed to the cabin. Let's retry the original
interior of the
pathline that I
cabin
was
is almost
trying.
entirely bare. The blade is your.
Take the blade. Yeah, we can take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'll be.
Basement. Yep, should be good. No mirrors this time around, and I
Door
still
to the
got a fancy.
basement. Her voice.
Who's there?
This is where she's like her
dangerous.
hottest.
It's almost as. Don't let it fool you.
Just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Let's go for the safer route.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist. She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
And
It really
there
feels like-
you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Like the place that I ended up at the beginning, in my last playthrough, I guess, was so different than the place we are in now. It just feels like completely different characters. What? No? Would you even think that? Okay, cut me. I'm here for you. Just like you. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. I'm not gonna. Am I gonna go for the jerk route? I haven't decided yet. Why not? That's
Then
funny.
drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way. Don't you dare. It's
Yeah.
fine. We can decide what we want to.
Drop it. I don't need it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just...
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed.
Am I allowed to defenestrate her? Throw her out a window.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
I don't know. I already said this, I think, but I feel like this is kind of an exciting start to a relationship. Look at the little pathos we're going through. Wow, best relationships are always built on strife. Do you know why I'm here? To kill you. How long have you been down here? What's your name? Have I asked this? I'm sure I asked all of this, didn't I? I mean, I could just go for the like extreme flirtatious route from the very beginning.
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your royal...
Note the lack of detail.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, we've talked enough. Let's just go for it.
Have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I'm setting her free, baby. I'm getting you out of here. I mean, to keep you locked away here forever. Nah, I'm getting you out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the prince. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas? I'm going to check upstairs. Which one did I try before?
I'll be here.
Maybe I can actually
You
find.
attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. Is someone else here?
Explore, try the door, return to the bottom. Hey, let's try the door.
But it's locked. You're here to slay the princess.
Hey, let me out of here. Return to the bottom of the stairs.
Your shouts and pleas. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay.
Yeah, I'm here to slay. I'm here to slay. I'm so good at slaying. I'm just such
You
a
make your way back to
slay-like
the bottom of the
character.
Stairs. This would have been so much easier.
Yeah, we
for
get it.
whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
She killed me last time, but I was kind of into it. That's okay. I'm saving the princess. Ooh.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just a deep cut into her flesh.
Oh my god, those eyes, woman, please. I
The
can't
blade
do
is
that.
sharp, and you make
Ew.
quick work of it. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the lock door. Yeah. She's gonna, and then I'm gonna kill her. And then it's gonna be like, oh, nothing personnel, kid. I teleport behind you. I'm gonna stab you with a knife.
Raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't watch me.
Warn her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it.
Yeah. Oh, can I not resist? What happened? I did this before, didn't I? Didn't I oh, maybe I tried to slay the princess. A little nose picking action. Maybe it didn't let me last time either. Maybe the like option will start moving to the left like in that moment in Doki Doki Literature Club. Slay the princess. Slay. I'm so slay coded. Slay. I guess I have to. Okay, if you say so.
Thank you.
I wasn't trying to.
Swing your arm towards her throat, the blade singing through the air. But she's ready for it. She grabs your arm, her grip like a stone vice.
You got to finish it. You can't repeat a run? Oh, really? I didn't know that was a run that I actually got to complete.
You drop the blade, pathetically. She lets go, and faster
Oh shit, she's about to beat the heck out of me.
Hits you with a bone-shattering haymaker.
The word haymaker is not something I was expecting there.
There's a ringing in your ears. You're fairly certain you can feel bone grinding against bone where she fractured your jaw, but your body isn't allowing you to feel much right now, adrenaline coursing through your system and numbing your nerves. You fall to your knees. You're barely able to bring your trembling arms up to defend yourself before she hits you again. Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood.
Isn't this what I was talking about last time? Like, isn't this what I want? I think I had a whole rant about like how I just want a woman to beat me, and it's in Minecraft /S. But oh Jesus, please give it to me, lady.
You poor thing. I'll go ahead and put you out of your misery.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground. Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess.
This is everything I've ever wanted.
It can't just end like this, right?
This is so hot.
But it's over.
When am I gonna
goes
like
dark,
get out of this?
and you die.
Been there. Well, I guess this counts as a different run.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a print. You're here to sleep.
Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no, but I died. What am I doing here? She died to kill me again. She's going to kill me again. Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop
Oh
her.
God, I got the broken
She's just
immediately.
going to kill us again.
she beat the heck out of me, and immediately I'm broken. Come on, I was into it.
She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth, and all this did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? Proceed to the cabin.
Those are two very different...
Yeah, I did ask this.
You died last time. Of course we died. She didn't feel pain. She didn't feel much of anything, did she? And she broke every bone in our body before she decided to let us die. What were we supposed to do to stop her then? What are we supposed to do to stop her now? It's pointless. She's just a princess. Slaying her shouldn't have been difficult, but congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around... What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. The princess killed us and now everyone's right back where they started. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself?
I don't remember any
Or
of
were
this
you instead
dialogue, at least from the
transported
last
to a
time I
different
chose that
world
option.
entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
Or maybe they did say this, I don't
Do
remember.
you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
Man, I wish someone would say that whenever I act up. Oh, she's just a princess. Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's a little demeaning.
If she ended the entire world, why should we even bother? We might as well just walk up to that cat. Just because she's capable of ending the world doesn't mean you're not capable of slaying her. Both of those things can be true at the same time.
I am just so good at slaying her. I'm such a slay queen. Let's talk about this princess. Proceed to the cabin. Let's
Just
talk
be
about the princess.
quick about it.
She killed me last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again? All she did last time was beat me to death. I'm pretty sure I made the joke last time that, you know, she's just gonna individually go to each person in this world and beat the heck out of them, because I feel like she could get away with it. She's a princess. Why was she strong enough to beat me with her bare hands? I mean, Tina's is strong enough to beat me with her bare hands. And she's just a princess. Who locked her in the basement? What is this place?
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin and you'll be fine. Or we could pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending that we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
I mean, that's what I tried, man. I just want to pledge myself to her so bad. I'm so down bad for this
Can we
woman.
tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone.
I mean, I just haven't been able to
yourself
try that yet. What if everything turns out okay if I just pledge myself to her? She killed me last time. Who locked her in the basement?
People locked her in that.
Yeah, I saw that. She killed me last. You're being cagey. Why aren't you telling me?
I told you everything you need to know. Going into the less you know about her...
Because I'm a special person, they said, right?
Oh. Of course you're special. Who cares if you think we're special? As far as I can tell, the only thing special about us is that we get to experience painfully dying all over again.
I mean, that's pretty special, though. I'd be so down to die multiple ways. I just want to know what it's like.
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me.
I mean, I
Don't
tried listening
talk
to you
her,
once.
Don't trust her. Just go in, do your job, and save the world.
I should probably try a route where I just listen to everything you say, Mr. Narrator, but you know. That's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting.
Proceed to the cabin. I'm not doing the turn around and leave thing. Last time that locked me out of doing something cool, so let's see what happens now.
A warning. She will lie.
She will cheat. She will do anything. Blah, blah, blah.
Cheating? Why would she even bother? She didn't need to do anything like that last time.
She just beat the ever-living heck out of me.
She caught us off guard last time.
It was? Did she?
Let's just keep our wits about
Did she
us.
catch us off guard last
At
time?
least
I don't know
one
if she
of you
did.
still has a shred of sense. Just make sure you listen to him and not that whiner.
They just beat the ever-living heck out of me, man. I didn't catch me out loud.
I guess I don't have a say here.
Alright, Mr. Broken. You'll be okay. Does this place look a little different? I mean, it usually does, but what's the differences this time?
The interior of
Ooh!
the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Boop, 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 boop. Psh.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
The blade is my implement.
Why do we feel so small?
Oh, why is she gonna be like super big? Because I'd be super into that.
We don't feel small. We are small.
Jesus. my brain bad. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. This whole cabin is different than last time. Let's approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a...
Above the mirror, and it's not there.
Reach
Okay.
forward and rub your hand against
I
the
can't see my
cabinet.
beautiful Slender Man
I hope you know how
aesthetic.
ridiculous you look right now. We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
Me every time I look at myself in the mirror. This whole cabin is different than last time.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died.
Take the blade. I'll take the blade. I'll take the blade just for the
Take
sake
the
of
blade
having
from
it.
the altar. It would be difficult.
Let's see where this could lead. I hope you look pretty.
The door to the basement creaks open.
Or hot.
revealing a
Honestly, whatever you
spiral
look like, I'm gonna be into
staircase.
it.
Steps almost as deep as you are tall.
I'm
The
not
smell
picky.
of incense drifts up from below.
The smell of incest
moment.
drifts up from
You
below.
almost feel at ease. Huh. This is actually kind of nice. But
On a
still stark.
slide this time.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Ooh, what does she sound like this time?
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Oh my god, I want to witness you so bad. I should say that more often. Whenever I'm doing stuff with someone, just come in here and witness me right now.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
Alright, Mr. Broken, you're not supposed to be the simp. What's going on
Should
here?
we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there.
He's just like me for real.
It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
I want to see her. What do you look like?
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond.
Is she still locked, or is she just gonna be like there hanging?
The princess
Oh,
towers
God!
over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
Only one still. Is she gonna have blade arms this time around? You look goddamn good right now, girl. Oh my god. You're looking like... Ooh. You're looking like She-Ra.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
Your eyes did get smaller though. You should look that big and just still have giant eyes.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
Oh my god, girl. You look so divine.
You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity.
She underwent eye shrinkage surgery.
Drop it.
Oh my god, yes ma'am, yes ma'am.
The blade slips from
Whatever
your
you say.
fingers and clatters uselessly to the
Do whatever
floor.
whatever you want, ma'am. Tell me what to do.
We didn't have to do that. And yet you did. She's so much more than us.
Oh my god, Mr.
I
Broken.
understand what it feels like to be in her presence.
You're such a simp. It's so over. I go the simp route every time.
Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
Okay. Oh Jesus. This is so frustrating. What's going on here? Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm gonna be locked out of this scenario anyways, but I do want to like do a route where I can like just try to appease her as much as possible. Because I'm probably gonna have to do a route where I'm like the quite opposite of that, where I'm just full on follow the narrator, murder. What I'm saying is, nothing, and this is nothing about me as a person that affected I'm doing
On
this.
her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
Ouch.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
Ka!
The last time we met, you couldn't even scratch me. And yet here you are again, trying to succeed where you've already catastrophically failed.
Call me a bird again. I was into that. Ka! Polly, what a cracker.
What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death? Speak.
The last time we met,
Feet for
I
free?
suppose that lends credence to our conversation in the woods. Still, whatever you do, don't tell her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas.
She got the grippers out, but she's so divine that the grippers don't even touch the ground. They're pristine grippers. If this was on the Switch, I would do the bit where I like take a lot of pictures, but you know. My phone is over there. No, I won't tell you. You're supposed to end the world. Sorry, I need to see that line of dialogue again. Speak. The last time we met, I suppose that once creates our conversation in the woods. Still, whatever you do, don't tell me that you. Don't tell her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas. No, I won't tell you. You're supposed to end the world. I'm just gonna say.
You weak-willed buffoon.
I'm sorry, I'm into her. What can I say?
Is that so?
The princess closes her eyes in contemplation.
She's contemplating. Epically.
Something about that thought wraps itself around my heart. It feels like a fundamental truth to my being that I'd somehow forgotten.
Again, an epic thing to just say, people. This feels like a fundamental truth to my being. It seems like I've somehow forgotten it. I need to say that sometime, like... CL, take out the trash. The thought of taking out the trash. It seems like a fundamental truth to my being. I'd somehow forgotten that.
The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations.
Her eyes are getting a little creepy.
It's time for me to seize my destiny. And
Manifest destiny. She's an American.
Help me seize
Ka!
it.
Ka! Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
She's inevitable. There's nothing else for us to do but help her.
She's
She'll
inevitable.
be nice to us.
As all things should be. She's gonna start talking about balancing the universe in a minute. She's gonna go collect all 6 Infinity Stones. What would you have me do? What do you have planned? Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want to be. I have questions for you before I decide to do anything. What happened to you after I died? I'm not going to help you in the world. I don't care if something new comes after. I just can't let you do that. I wanna ask some questions. So, what would you do? What would you have planned? I mean, I'll say this.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
Calling me too stupid to understand your truth? I have questions for you before I decide to do anything.
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird.
Ka!
There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it.
Oh, there's
But
an
it is
empty place I
not
would
a
like to
place
fill.
for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
Oh god, don't call me a pet. This is... No, that's too much. Oh my god, woman, please. I'm a trans woman. You should know my kind.
All you have to do is break these chains, and set me free.
How am I supposed to break these chains this time around? And also, if you're so divine, then why can't you break them yourself? If you're so powerful, you can just break the chains yourself. Ah, there it is.
Of course she can. It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world.
Shush it, Gene. You know nothing. There's no.
That's exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
Oh, I know my place, baby.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all.
She's so
It's
inevitable.
not worthy of everything I am, or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was.
She's so
The
bountiful.
destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity.
You are like a completely different character this time around. You're gonna give me a Sega Genesis that follows.
The song of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world.
I am your proud silver surfer to your Galactusness.
And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn.
I don't know if I'm like struck by your overwhelmness, alright? I'm just a sip. Like, get it clear here.
Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
I'm not going to help you in the world. I don't care if something now comes after. I just can't let you do that. I'm yours to command. This says nothing about me. I just want to make that very clear. I am a strong, independent woman, and I would never submit to anyone. Ah!
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent? All you need to do now is break my chains.
Oh shit. Sonic Unleash.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say.
You have to be so like annoying about it. I guess this is my job. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, girl. Don't look at me down like that. Jesus Christ.
No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
Is he gonna be able to control me again?
There's still
Just let me do what to do.
something away. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong.
Oh, is the
Trying to
narrator actually gonna
conceal
come
you
into play
from
right now?
me. Is that a person?
She's JoJo standing.
No, it used to be a person.
Shh.
It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you?
Or me? Am I a person?
Impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you?
Oh, don't say those words to me. You're so tiny. You're so small.
A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
Mm-hmm.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
You're so
I
tiny.
don't care what you are. You're mine.
That was a kind of epic scream, I gotta say.
Rise, my little bird.
Ah!
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Ooh, am I the narrator? Are they the narrator? What's happening there?
Break my chains.
Okay,
And how are we supposed to do that? All we have is a blade.
we can make it work. We can cut her arm off again.
All you need to do is believe it's been done.
Oh, she is the narrator. What if I don't believe? What happens? I have to. It's over. I'm sorry. I have to. It's over. I'm sorry. Break her chains? Sorry, I don't know what this could possibly be referring to. Let's see. Do a little one of those. In case.
There's nothing to be sorry about. This is how it was always going to be.
Mr. Broken?
It is good.
You're so
All right,
easy to
I'm done with
manipulate.
this. I'm just gonna go sit in the corner. Let me know if we get our agency back.
And what if I don't believe? What happens then?
You poor, wretched little thing. You already do believe. You've always believed.
I don't see how this could keep going after this chapter. Like, what would happen after this?
It's easy. And once you let her in, you'll be safe and free forever. Please don't do this.
We'll be fine. We could just reset. I got the power of determination.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
I like the way they said the same thing, but she used singular pronouns there. Nice little cuff link. That's pretty fashionable.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
Yes, ma'am. What happens now?
Nothing. And then, everything.
I'm gonna turn into a silver surfer? Why am I struggling saying that word? Let your loyalty to your better. Your obedient servant. Now, I guess that's probably that. But you do not talk. But you do not take her hand, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course, you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's just going to bring you okay. Just trust me. Am I talking? Just trust me.
It's so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. I don't want to look at us.
It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice. It's the end for you, but not for me. Don't be rude. Don't be a jerk. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. A mercy.
Oh my god, that's so sad. I don't know why that makes me so sad. Nothing personnel, Mr. Mirror. You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forwards, they're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Is it me again? Ooh, I'm Slender Man-y. You've grown. The bloat. Huh, do I look bigger? I don't know if I necessarily do. Oh, I have wings. Did I always have wings? I got wings. I got a little... I'm a bird. I look like a little bird. Caw, caw. Sorry. Probably want a cracker. You've grown in. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. Let's go meet Mr. Handy. I guess that was the end of that. Oh, look at that. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Wow, she looks wow, something else, huh? That's something else.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Okay. Are you the same being as you were before? How have you changed? I want to know all of this.
Is a child the same as an infant?
Yes.
I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
That was a very non-answer. Somebody could ask me that in real life, and I could reply that same way, and it would still be meaningless. Oh, I am the same, but you know, I got new experiences, and and I'm different, but I am the same. Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer, you stupid?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions.
I mean, I'll ask you questions. I like the dialogue, and your voice is cool. But,
The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
You're like, kind of, you speak like you're trying to fill the word count on an essay. What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When do we get to the part of the game where you start like looking at my files on my computer? Where you start interacting with my computer? When this is all done, do you know what you want to do? To give this game some level of credit, it is doing the meta character thing, but it's doing it more on an Undertale faction and not in like an Inscription / Doki Doki Literature faction, where like Inscription, DDLZ are games that acknowledge their video games and they acknowledge their programs, and this is kind of acting like this is a story and it acknowledges that there's a player, but not like, oh, this is a video game, blah blah blah. When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Oh, thank you. This is our second date. It's going so well. You know that in the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? It's kind of rude. Do I know that? I mean, yeah, maybe. At most, I'm gonna close this program and never boot it up again. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? Why can I not do the same things I've done before? Oh yeah, that's useful information.
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you. You have to be kinder to me than anyone else I've met. You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you. You're so sweet. You're so... I've had so many dates with the princess, and she can be like, you know, crazy, or like kind of a little bit cold, and extremely domineering there at the end. But you're so sweet to me. You're so loving. This is so fun. Let's go on a third date sometime.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
Sometimes they are.
My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Okay, but I feel that way about gifts. Like, I really don't mind what people get me, because it speaks a lot about them and not it speaks about me to a certain extent, but it speaks about their thoughts. It speaks about what they think that I am. But sometimes for some people, it's better to just ask, you know? I was trying here. All right, this is the second date. I still don't know what you want from me. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is dominance, a figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart. Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
She's too cool for me? So you don't have any preferences on how you like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
Also, by the fact that in the previous statements. She said, "Oh, the gifts that you give me speak more about you than they do about me." I'll take that. So it feels like they're calling me out on that specific route. Like I said, they don't. That has nothing to do with me. I was just appeasing her. Nothing to do with what I'm into. I am not gonna take that fault. I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before.
Oh, that's such a romantic way to say trauma shapes me. The wounds they suffered carve texture around my heart.
I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you? Attack the entity? No, I'm not. I will not do that.
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
Do I have to kill you? I feel like there's a ending here where I put you in a flash drive and take you around with me. I'll save before I ask any of this.
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
I'm gonna put you in a flash drive so bad, and I'm gonna take you around with me. I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. I don't really want to attack her or destroy my body anytime soon. I still feel like I have quite a bit of gaming to do. Probably do another round. Bring the tower to her. A hero and the princess. A dominant vessel.
You're on a path. You're here
Oh, wow. Okay. Thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path. We're not going to go through with this. Ignore.
Proceed to the cabin. Okay. Let's listen to everything he has to say. Let's be a submissive
The interior of the cabin
person,
is
but
almost
to
entirely
the
bare.
narrator instead of the woman.
The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The blade is your implement. You'll need it.
My blade is so implemented. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'll be
Into the basement. Alright, Mr. Narrator, what do you want me to do? What do you want me
door
word
to
for
the
word to do?
basement creaks open. Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds. Don't let it fool you.
Have you ever just done hi?
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs.
She's so pretty in this
Lock eyes with the
incarnation.
princess.
I mean, she's pretty like in all
There's a heavy
incarnations.
chain around her wrist.
She's just
binding
really cute
her to
here.
The far wall of the basement. She's so cold. Focus on the task at
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
No way. Why would you even think that? Okay, I'm Kaji. I'm here to slay you. Should I just be quiet and just go for
You
it?
step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you— I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only— So, you should just—
She's unarmed.
Slay the princess. I'm sorry. Can we just talk? I'm not dropping the blade. Let's just slay the princess. Let's just go for it. And maybe this time not try to double check on the blade.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this?
Yeah, okay, we get
She's
it.
convinced she can't die. Yes.
Okay,
Even as she lays there dying, but it's over, isn't it? But is it over?
of course it is. She's dead. See you later.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you.
What if that's just an ending? You get the she's dead ending. You come back on the second chapter and it's just a funeral.
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
I mean, at some point you start forgetting the things you did and you start justifying to them. Everybody does that.
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
See you later.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
Is it like Doom this time around? What's going on?
Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
Am I immediately gonna go back into the space between the boxes? The Lost Realm or whatever they call it. What does that lady call it?
Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy.
The long quiet.
You'll
Yeah.
be happy.
Thank you. The long silence. The extended silence. Oh, that's BS. Let me out of here. Oh, okay, I was hoping I'd get a better ending for saving the world.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Honestly, at this point, I feel like the narrator is still the least understood part. Like, I understand the princess's role in all this, and also Mr. Handy's role in this, and also my role in this, as well as the heroes. But the narrator is just kind of this like figure that I can't really seem to understand.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
I could take a sick nap if I had years like that.
Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Who else is talking to me right now? Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy. Hell no. Do you have any idea how to get us the heck out of here? Let's just do that.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
Oh my god. This is just like when my friends tell me, you're gonna be okay. And I'm not. But I believe them. Okay, maybe I'm not happy, but I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talk. No, we're happy. I'm sure of it.
Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess. More
What if the
happy
game closes
time
again?
Passes,
Oh, I'm so happy.
though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning.
I'm so happy. Happy.
Please shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
I'm having a pretty good time, I gotta say. Woo! You did it!
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
There's no going back now, past the point of no return. But I got the happy ending! That was so good! Let me Alt F4 and end the playthrough here. I can still do it. You can You can't be doing all that. Okay, maybe I'm not happy. And I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talked to.
Good, because I have an idea to get
That's
us
really
out of
good.
here, though you're probably not going to like it.
Am I gonna go back in there and like resummon her?
The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
Well, then she's gonna kill me. I've been there before. She don't like
I
me.
can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right.
I'm okay with a little suicide.
It's the only way out.
I'm okay with Omori-ing myself.
Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end.
Okay, like we had a thing going, Mr. Narrator. I was trying to appease you, but like honestly, at least put some video games in here. I'm not gonna just sit in a cabin all
Do
day.
you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Wouldn't using the blade, kill us? Wouldn't that be dead? Anything to get out of this hell? Let's just
How
explore.
astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it. In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work.
You can Omori yourself. It'll work out.
That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
You better be right about this. I'll be pretty upset if we die. Anything to get out of the yeah,
If we
sure.
die, you can yell at me all you want. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving
Put a
the world?
Super Nintendo
An
in here, man.
eternity of bliss, you ingrate.
Look, I tried to follow you. You gave me nothing. You put me in a room and you left me here to just take a nappy nap. And I already took one for a few decades, apparently. And like, look, I'm okay with being a little sleepy EB, but come on, give me some entertainment. Drop a few books in here at least. Give me an Xbox.
Fine, whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
I feel like I'm gonna take the blade out and then the bones are gonna grab me. And she's gonna be a funny bone woman.
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
Woo! And this is where I reach blank space, and then I get to do a little, get hang out with my friends, and we get to go do all these fun adventures, and I get to meet that little Cindery woman and that like guitar guy from the space band, and we fight the moon at some point, and then like, ooh, the ghost of my sister is coming around me. She died. I wonder how she died. Look, I'm funny. You can pretend. Oh, like one of you in the
You're
chat
on a
who
path
gets any of those
in the
jokes.
woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay.
Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm watching your tricks. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no, but I killed myself. What am I doing here?
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
Damn, okay. I like the enthusiasm, Mr. Cole.
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all of this really did happen already. Why should I listen to you? Would he say something different?
Those are two very different questions. Let's say if you're back here, I'm assuming you died. Oh, well,
No,
if
it's
you
the same
killed
thing, huh?
yourself, then you weren't listening to me. Because
Oh, I missed
would
something.
Never...
If you're back, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened, let's say for a moment, and this really is the second time you met me, blah, blah, blah. We listened to you plenty. We slew the princess just like you asked. us two, and then you locked us away in an empty void for eternity. So we slew ourselves too. If you killed yourself, then you weren't listening to me, because I would have never wanted you to do that. Believe it or not, I care about you.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions... What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We slew the... Yes, but in this purely had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? It doesn't matter, because we didn't fail to slay her. And if
We
she's ready to
outslayed her
act, which I
every
doubt,
day.
it'll be just as easy to do it again.
God, you're so cool, Mr.
But
Cole.
after
What the
that
heck?
nasty trick you pulled on us, maybe she's not the only one around here in need of slaying.
Oh my God, Mr. Cold. I like the attitude.
Just stay focused, will you?
Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
The world. If anything, the world ended after I slew her. When I tried to leave, everything was gone.
That's a good point. How do we know we didn't have things backwards? Maybe slaying the princess was what ended the world, not the other way round. Yes. Maybe this whole thing was a trick to get us to end the world. And now we get to go through the whole charade again.
Charade?
Aware of what's waiting for us at the end. But that's assuming she's alive in that cabin. We did kill her, after all.
She'll be there.
Going to find her in the cabin. If the princess had actually been slain, you wouldn't be here. And let me assure you, killing her will not end the world. I don't know what you think happened to you last time, but it's a load of nonsense. You'll get your happy ending. I promise.
My happy ending.
Well, that's exactly what we're afraid of. Really? Living happily ever after sounds that bad to you? Oh well, there's no use arguing over your masochism. The cabin awaits.
I am quite a bit of a masochist. That's very true. Did you not see my last route? Last time around, I stabbed her in the heart and she died. How can someone like that in the world?
She just can. You'll have to trust that what I'm saying is true.
I mean, I trust her. Oh, I trust Narrator. I've seen her do it, but that's okay. Ending the world, it's like a, whatever she said last time around, it's like a fact of her being. I don't remember what she said. A truthful fact of her being.
People locked. Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole...
Let's proceed to the cabin.
A warning. Before she will lie, she will cheat, she won't be a problem.
God, Mr. Cole, you are so cool. You are so, like, extremely based. Every single other person in this game, except for the one that was trying to, like, you know, flirt her up, Mr. Smitten, everybody else has been so afraid of her, but this guy's like, that bitch ain't nothing to me. I don't even know her name.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners.
Fancy.
You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. This whole cabin is different than last time. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. You
And there
reach
it is.
forward and rub your
I don't know
hand.
if that does
There was
anything,
a
but-
mirror a second, and now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it.
So real.
Clearly, it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
This guy should just be the one commentating. I like his attitude. Should we take the blade? Oh, fun little music here. Mr. Cole is so sure of himself that we'll be able to defeat her and she's easy and she's nothing. What if we go in there without the blade? Enter the basement. Take the blade.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. So focus up.
No, nothing new there. Should we take the blade? Ah, I think it'd be fun to see what kind of interaction we get out of, well, let's do save and not take the blade. He's so sure that he will be able to defeat her no matter what, so let's just leave the blade.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust.
Extra
you
thick.
can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent.
Is she gonna talk?
Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure.
I mean, she's definitely gotta be here, right? She always
Guess
exists.
we'll just have to go down and see.
But what?
As you
Oh,
descend the final step,
oh, she is dead.
the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
You have never been more beautiful, Mrs. Princess. I love funny skeletons.
Okay, she's definitely dead.
Sorry, I just heard like knocking behind me. That was kind of scary.
It's just like I told you. Before you
Oh.
have a chance to finish your
Is
thought,
she like a little
the
ghost?
top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin.
She's a little Mexican skeleton. She's a Dia de los Muertos ass skeleton.
And
Ah,
finally,
she's so
the rest
cute.
of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? Ghost!
A ghost.
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Mr. Cole, you go hard. You go kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
You're really cute. You're so
Across the
cute.
room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
Oh my god, this is like the cutest she's been yet. I love it.
Her touch
Oh,
is cold
wow.
and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin.
The way that the sound design there traveled through my ears and from one side to the other was really weird. Like, that was kind of awesome. I'm gonna turn this up.
So she has a body, and she's right there. We could probably grab her and kill her again, if we wanted to. We don't even need a blade. She looks fragile enough to me.
Mr. Cold, please don't talk about a lady like that. That's horrible. Grab her, wait and see how this thing's play out. I mean, I kind of want to see if he's right. If I could just like kill a ghost. But I'll wait to see how things play out. She's kind of a fun character right now.
I see you don't have that annoying knife anymore. So, does that mean you regret what you've done? Are you here to apologize and make nice? Beg for absolution, maybe? Because I might be interested in seeing a little begging.
Me too. Because it might be interesting a little bit. Explore. See what this is exactly what I was trying to tell you about in the woods. This already happened. We killed her. I killed you. What are you doing not being dead? What is your problem? Do you know why you came back? Stop playing the victim. You threw it at me last time. I'm sorry I killed you in the last time. I shouldn't have done that. Do you want me to die? Do you want me to kill myself to satisfy some sort of sick revenge fantasy? Because I already did that and it wouldn't be hard to do it again. Oh my god, that's a cold line. I'm sorry, is there any way I can make it up to you? The people who wanted you dead tricked me and the name of my enemy is my friend. Let's team up. Hey, I'm down for that. What do you want from me? There's so many options. If I knew I'd wind up having to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you. I died too and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why am I different? Why are you different? You're dead. Or at least mostly dead. What can I even do to hurt you? Oh my god, what is up with all these options? After you're dead, or at least mostly dead, what can you even do to hurt me? After I killed you, this cabin, I wanted to say it teleported. It wasn't in the woods anymore. Time stopped meaning anything and I had to kill myself to escape. I guess I should tell you why I was sent to kill you. You were going to end the world. I was told you were going to end the world. Okay, clearly saying you isn't going to work. What do you want? Okay, team, I'm out of ideas. It's just stop it. Stop it. There's too many options. If you're dead, then there really isn't much for me to do. I guess I'll just be going. Leave her in the basement. Right. I don't think there's much more else to talk about. I'm going to get my blade, and then the two of us can fight. Grab the princess. I like the grab of the princess. That's fun, but I'm gonna try some of these. Some of these talkie talks. You want to die? Do you want me to kill myself? But I already did that, and it wouldn't be hard to do it again. That's so cool.
Are we putting this to a vote? Because personally, I'd prefer if we didn't die again. If that's what it comes down to, that's what it comes down to. But I don't see the point of offing ourselves just yet.
Oh, that's sweet of you to offer. But killing yourself wouldn't help either of us.
It would seem that everyone here is in agreement except for you. I shouldn't have to tell you that you shouldn't kill yourself. So please.
Trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning.
Tendencies in check.
TW, do not kill yourself unless it's in a video game.
Go home.
And just where is home, I wonder?
I don't know where home is. I just know it isn't here. But I can feel it calling to me from someplace far away. Wherever I'm supposed to be, it's out there.
How specific. And how convenient for her. You see what she's doing, right? She's suggesting that the only way you can rid yourself of her would be to let her out, which, in case you haven't been listening, will spell the end of the entire world.
Yeah, but you ended the world last time around too. I mean, there is not a world to end here. It's just space between space. I guess I could ask her a bunch of these things.
Yes, obviously things are strange right now. I think it's safe to say that you've seen something you shouldn't have seen. Whatever worlds you've hopped between, whatever versions of me you've met, none of that matters now. There's no changing what's already happened, but you have a job to finish.
Whatever versions of me you've met. I mean, you're kind of a dick in every one of these. I'd like to meet a world where the narrator isn't like a jerk.
Finish how? We already did what you told us, and now she's a ghost.
And she's really cute.
There's a
Like cutest one yet.
pristine blade waiting for you upstairs. You could always use it to, I don't know, slay her.
Well, if I had the perfectly pristine cut edition of this video game, maybe there'd be more options for me. You ever think about that?
And then what? And then you'll have saved the world. I think he's asking about what happens after we save the world. If that's even still an option. What do you mean, after? You already know what we mean, don't you? So why don't you go ahead and tell us? Are you going to try and lock us away in a timeless void again? Because I didn't much care for that. I'm not going to lock you anywhere. What an interesting choice of emphasis.
Did he say, oh, I'd like to look at that. I'm not going to lock you anywhere. Boyd, you are, Mr. Cole, you're really cool. Whatchamacallit? The first round I did, the one that reached like chapter 4 and I was dying over and over again. I wonder if that's the, like, no matter what route you end up in, that's where it goes. Because that was like so fun. It was so fun and it made such a perfectly good impression for the beginning of the game here. So it'd be, to me, it'd be really interesting. It'd be weird if I did one of these other routes first. I mean, I haven't seen this one, but like the one before this was so short and so simple. We got towards the end of it really fast. I feel like there's a lot of aspects here that I'm like somewhat missing. I killed you. What are you doing not being dead? Do you know why you came back? Why you
feel very bad, but I guess I'm not dead. So you must have only mostly killed me.
It was just such a good impression for the game, so I feel like in one way or another you have to end up there, or something else might have to happen. Who knows?
Or maybe death is only mostly real, but it's also mostly not real. I'm not sure. I'm just the one these things have happened to. Not the one with all the answers. Or any of the answers.
But
Yeah, you don't seem to know
we're not a
nothing.
ghost. Unless we are?
Ooh, maybe we can pretend to be one
Maybe
for the
that's
rest of the
why mirror
playthrough.
disappeared. We're actually dead.
Oh my god, that's just a theory.
Death, at least as a form of permanence, is just a concept. And clearly it's not a very useful one anymore. Maybe we should throw it out entirely.
I mean, Mr. Cole has a point here. Like, technically, we killed ourselves, and even pre-killing ourselves in a pre-killing myself universe, I was still living life for eternity in a cabin. Like, I mean, we were basically dead then.
See, this is why I didn't want you to talk to her. Death is not just a concept, it is an extremely real phenomenon. Don't let her distort your reality. Cold, hard facts exist. The truth exists. It has to.
Your body's right there, though. Your dead body.
The princess glances back at the bones lying on the floor.
The bones.
It's just a body. Do you believe these bones? Or do you believe me? Because those bones aren't talking to you.
I mean, I'm really into this ghost version of you. It's really cute, but it would have been just so funny if the bones came up and were like a funny little, ooh, I'm a little skeleton. Bones are the funniest guys. When it comes to spooky related entities, like little bone beings are the funniest.
She's seeing things pragmatically. We should do the same. Reality is what's in front of us, not our preconceptions of what it should be. There doesn't need to be a static truth. There doesn't need to be objectivity.
Do you know why you came back?
How should I know? Why does anyone come back? Maybe I have unfinished business with you. Or maybe you have unfinished business with me.
I haven't finished business with like a funny little lady with who is like maybe a lady but like has a lot of hands, little hand lady.
All I know is there's a hole in my chest. Not the big obvious one that you put there. There's something older and deeper.
I'm very much enjoying our 3rd, 4th, 17th date, Mrs. Princess, but like I'm trying to get past this Tinder hookup in order to get to my real date with the hands lady. So, you know, can we get there? You're just kind of like, you're an arbiter to my real date. And that's the one I'm trying to res up.
A nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
And where are you supposed to be?
Home.
And just where is home, I wonder?
I don't know where home is. I just know it isn't here. Wherever I'm supposed to be, it's out there.
How specific. And how can
Didn't I already
we
do
live
that?
for her? You see what she's doing, right?
I feel like I went in circles there. Is there any way I can help you get home? You need me to bury your bones. That's really good.
No. Those bones are just a body. They aren't me. Bury them. Smash them. It won't do a thing.
I will not be smashing any bones.
But you can help me. This place won't let me leave. At least, not alone. I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right
I mean, you haven't really
here.
explored the real places between the walls. You're just locked in your little box.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything would be fine. Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things. It'd be dull anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
I agree with the cold one.
Come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you own me.
Oh, she got scary all of a sudden.
Absolutely not.
You can't possess me.
Is she asking if she can possess us?
This is definitely like maybe date like 20th material. We're not exactly there yet.
She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, There is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one
the
who
narrator?
wants her dead so badly.
I was like, oh, well, who is this? I mean, okay.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
I kind of like the idea of that. That sounds really interesting. I need to think on this. Return. Anyhow, let's talk.
Then I won't hit your rod.
You won't hitch your ride if I say no, or you can't hitch a ride.
I'm sure you'd like to know. It's a shame I won't tell you.
Are these ghost rules? I have to say your name 3 times.
If you just let me in. And doesn't it sound nice?
Maybe for her, but it's crowded enough in here as is.
I mean, it's been worse.
You won't have to feel guilty anymore. If you even do feel guilt.
I don't know if I really do,
Could be
but
the best way to trap her for good.
Mr. Cole definitely doesn't feel.
It would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's body.
I mean, my body's pretty powerful. Like, you gotta admit.
That is a very dangerous train of thought.
This would be just been temporary. You'll leave once you're out of the cabin. If I let you in, do you still get to be in control? I don't think so, dude.
Sure. Why not?
That doesn't sound very reassuring. I can't believe you're even entertaining her right now. I mean, just look at her. Do you think she has good intentions for her murderer's body? Of course she doesn't.
I don't know. I feel like we could take my new cold body. I mean, I look so cool. I got the funky hands and the Slenderman physique, and I got wings off the last time. And we could take her ghostly fashion, turn into one. Once we're one, we can combine with the being, her being, the arms being, and we can make the ultimate, you know, person. We just gotta all unify. I need to think of this. This would be just been temporarily before I agree to anything.
If I'm able to. But for all we know, that's not how it works. Maybe I'll wind up stuck with you for a long, 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 long time.
That's because I'm gonna put you in a flash drive and carry you around with me.
Hear the way she said that? She knows more than she's letting on. Don't let her fool you into doing something you'll regret.
Before I agree to anything, I need to talk about what happens after you leave this place. I was told you'd end the world.
And what? You just believed that? You killed me without giving it any thought? That's cold.
I mean, I've seen the possibilities.
That's rich coming from her. Every time she touches us, it's like we freeze over. She's right, though, but that's neither here nor there. What's done is done. What we do from this point forward is all that matters. Let's try not to let emotion get the better of it.
Obviously, it was wrong of me to believe that. How could you have ended the world if all it took to kill you was a knife in the heart? What are you going to do if I help you out of here?
I don't know.
This is there's a big conversation happening here.
Finally able to rest once I'm free from my unfinished business. Maybe I'll find someone to haunt.
Sorry, it sounded like there was overlaying talk right there.
Maybe I'll haunt you.
Can you haunt me? Please haunt me.
It's a tough question, asking someone what she's going to do with her life.
What's your 5-year
Princess
plan?
leans in close and pauses, the frigid air between you stale and unmoving.
Especially when it's someone that's dead.
She pulls back with a playful giggle.
I don't think most living people could answer that either. Does anyone actually know who they are or what they want?
Last time I talked to her this month, she stopped replying to me and killed me. So maybe I should let her just take me. Well, were you going to end the world? You didn't answer my question. Do you want to end the world? Well, where are you going to end the world?
I don't know. I just wanted to leave. I still just want to leave.
I'm about to just let you in here. And then answer my question. Do you want to end the
The
world?
only thing I've ever wanted was to leave this place. It's still the only thing I want.
You still didn't answer my question. Even if you don't want to end it, does letting you out of here mean the world is going to end?
It does. We're not asking you. We've heard your whole speech already.
I really don't know. I'm not lying to you. I promise. The world doesn't matter. All I remember is that I'm supposed to be there, not here. I'm just supposed to be a part of it. It's home, I think. But what does it mean for anything to end? I ended, but I also didn't. And you ended too.
This feels like ASMR.
And you don't even look any different. I'm not so sure endings are real.
Yeah, I mean, me too, man. Especially when you in theory have completed all parts of a game and then you put parts of the game in a flash drive and take them with you. Like, is the game really over? Get rid of that. Stop playing the big thing you threatened me last time. Let's just let her take me. Trying to get my blade. If you're dead, then there really isn't much for me to do there. I guess I'll leave. Okay, I've given enough thought. The answer is no. I can't let you out. I won't let you possess me. Okay, I've given enough thought. The answer is okay. I'm giving enough thought. Let the princess possess you. Come in here. Come in here, baby. We can be one and the same.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
I don't know. Whatever happens right now, I'm into it. Let's destroy the world together. Let's just be part of me.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
Okay, but like, legitimately, in the context of the game, if I let her possess me, like, now there is a version of her that has pieces of me, and then her true self, the one in between the walls, Mrs. Long Quiet, can have a version of her that has a version of me in it, and that's like kind of like meaningful, you know? I'm shipping myself with those arm things.
See you soon.
Okay.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
I'm into it. Oh.
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body.
I'm into it.
You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Are you just trying to kill me? Like, come
Come on,
on.
you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Like, I am so down to live with you inside of me for the rest of my life.
Your eyes
Wow,
flick
look at
back
this place.
open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
Oh, this is the other
This is what
side.
it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
I like that.
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor. Are they also supposed to be you?
It's like Identity 5. Oh, my 5 identities are in my head.
I'm not a shard of broken glass, I'm...
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
Oh my god, she's so cute in this form.
I'm a voice? I'm me, is what I am. Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
Oh my god, you're so cute. I can't stand
No,
it.
it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
Miss John Narrator.
I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
Yeah, they sure don't. Mr. Narrator or me?
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
That's gonna be so cool. It makes me like feel like, oh man, I want to know what happens in the other incarnations of this route. Like, what if I like grabbed her as a ghost, or I try to stab her as a ghost? What would that lead to? But like, this is probably the coolest options I could have chosen.
That's rude.
She's like another narrator. She's another piece of me.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen. Obviously, she's nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for me not to want to do that. I'm definitely gonna try to like get to the end, I guess, on stream, but I'm definitely not gonna go for 100% look at everything completion. But I do want to. Maybe I'll do that after my surgery when I have infinite time.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
I think it's probably the best decision I could have made.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
Yeah, a lot of American visual novels, and I assume that's what this is, a Western visual novel at least, they're like Doki Doki Literature Club, right? They're like certain amount of time, they give you some options, but there aren't very many endings or things to do. I've only played a little bit of like a Japanese visual novel, but I know those tend to be huge. They tend to be like 100, 200 hour experiences because they have so many routes, they have so many things you can do. And this feels more along the lines of that. I know that a completion to the end takes like 10 hours or whatever, probably like 800 for me. But there's just so many little bits of details there that I feel like you could be playing this game for like dozens and dozens of hours.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
I feel like I just have no urgency, my man. I have played this game too many times. The first time I was going at it, I was a little worried to see, like, I didn't want her to end the world, or maybe I did. I didn't really care, but like, what were the consequences of that? But now I know they don't have consequences, so, you know what I'm saying? I can't think straight. There's too much noise.
It's okay. We're almost out of here. Just take it one step at a time, and everything will be fine.
Okay, you Mrs. Princess, you might be evil once we leave the basement, but you're so sweet right now. I think I'm completely okay with everything. I always feel like there's like a clear certain amount of routes, but each route is made to be played for much longer. I mean, yeah, to a certain extent, they're like huge. The routes are like dozens and dozens of hours, but some of them are like that. There's just so many routes a lot of the times, you know? Specifically with, I mean, it depends. It depends if you're playing like a romance one with like 20 fucking people in it. But there's just like a lot of stories. Instead of like interweaving, oh, we'll see what happens here and there. It's just kind of like a lot of content, basically.
Everything won't be fine if you listen to her. One way or another, this is all going to end. Wouldn't it be nice if he ends with it?
Wouldn't that be nice? There's only one way to find out.
Mr. Narrator, I mean, I don't know. We took him out last time around. He became one with the woman, with you. Leave the basement.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
She's so good!
That's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world? It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world.
Mr. Cold, you got a point. I mean, she kind of basically said that in the previous incarnation. She said she was gonna destroy the world and create a new one for her.
Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world.
I mean, she made a new world.
I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn?
The same world reborn.
Against
Alright,
the
we're out.
backdrop of the
Hey, look, a
inane
knife.
conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door. For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
Either way, I think she's so cute in this.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able. It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate. And whine. This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
I am so okay with her being in me forever, which is a weird set of words to say, but you know what I mean. Like, she's so cute. I love her voice. Just help me out. I want to like to reset with her in me as another voice and then meet her again. Take the pledge. Trust. Explore. Take the blade. Trudge forward. Steven Universe logic. Okay. I'm kind of into the idea of like killing myself with her in me. Again, wild set of words to say in order like that, but
you reach forward and mindlessly take the blade from the table. What do you plan to do with it?
slay the princess, trudge forward. No, I don't want to slay the princess. I'm trudging forward. I want to
Blade in
kill
hand,
myself.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
You lift
my
your
funky
shaking
hand.
hand and rest it on the door handle, but you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will. Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
I mean, I kind of want to know what happens next. I mean, we'll get to see a first-hand perspective on what she would do. But I'd also like to know what would happen if I killed myself. Open that door.
Shit. But exhaustion
Wow.
wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open.
Are we in the long quiet?
Collapse to the ground. You and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see...
Oh wow, the way that faded was really cool.
Yes?
It's the long quiet.
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
Oh, I'd love to see what her thoughts are of like meeting. That'd be really
So
cool.
you did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose. But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world?
I mean, taking her out of the cabin ends the game, maybe.
We're still here. Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
Let's see. Oh, she can. Pick up a passenger and take her to her destination. Enlistments, hitchhiker. You feel like Linus in your sheds as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare at you. She's so cute!
Anna, you actually freed me, didn't you? My son. Thanks for giving me a second chance, Philip.
I feel like something's about to happen.
Don't mention it.
Oh, this is so cute! What a cute ending!
I think this was where I meant to be.
Oh, there she is. They took her. You didn't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns. Whew. That's really cool. But, I mean, at the end of the day, this is where she always ends up, right? I mean, this version of her had a piece of me in it. She understood me a little bit more, but maybe it wasn't me. It's cool.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course, Sister Care, this is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's going to be okay, you trust me? Trust me, we've been here before and you always get scared. I like the calming. I'm sorry, I don't want to freak this person out.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. You don't need to comfort him.
I want to. It's not the end where the other side is going to be nice. It's the end for me, no, not for you. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay. Whether on the other side is going to be nice, I kind of like that.
Okay. If you say so, we'll trust you.
Oh, I feel bad every time I do
Whatever
this.
makes you happy.
Do I look different this time around? Gives it to your reflection. Silence is just read it forward. They're gone at once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've withered. Oh, I am decaying a little bit. I still got the winds. I still got more ruffledness in my hair, but I'm kind of melting a little bit. Interesting. You find yourselves in the long quiet once again. Oh, I'm so back, baby. All right, let's go talk to her. What does she look like this time around? You're at the cabin. Oh, this song's so good.
I am
she's so cute.
A chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new. And to look away is to reshape them yet again.
It's okay. That's just kind of what it's like being a person. We're all extremely contradictory.
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. How can you stand to be a contradiction? It doesn't matter how many times I go back. At least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse? That's also what I look like when I'm like a person. It's true. I mean, this time around, I feel like I did kill her, but like it was the least. It was the least that we've done before. We like left together. We were with each other, and then we like hitchhiked her to where she wanted to be, which was cute. What do you think of this vessel? I'm still planning to kill you once we're done with this. You know that at the end of this, we're going to blah blah blah. Do you know what happens when the world we leave behind? Have you figured out when when you're finished? When we finish, do you not care about what I bring you next? How many more vessels do I need to bring you? I'm ready to go back. I definitely want to keep trying. Doesn't that make you worse? I want to try this.
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse. Nor does it make me care for you any less.
Well, I care about
Does it
you,
make
woman.
You worse? Do you resent me?
I don't. I really like you. I want to put you in a flash drive and keep you around for a while. Next to my Monica character file. If anything, it makes you... I could put them both in the same flash drive. If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me. I mean, honestly, that is so real. That's exactly how I feel. I just want it all to stop. I have no opinion in a way or another on the matter. No, not really. It's all seems distant as soon as I'm near you. Yes, you're torturing me and I hate it. I think I hate you. I don't. I really like you.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
Blah, 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 blah. And the fact that I chose an option that like actively like feels like something I would say and feel, and she responded like that, it feels like bad. Don't compliment me. I don't know how to deal with that. It can be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
Look, I was really into you when you were a crazy biatch and you had swords for hands, and I was really into you when you were like a goddess and a funny little ghost. Like, I've loved every one of you. So if you're a mixture of all those things, you're just the best of it all. What do you think of this vessel?
This one is vaporous. She is a dream for a life she could never have. But that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for an understanding heart.
She was really sweet. This was like the sweetest one of them all.
Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
I hate when I say something aloud and then the characters sound like they're responding to me. It's so weird. I'm still planning to kill you. I have no wants for that.
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me.
So real though.
Even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit.
No, I look at them all the
Even if
time.
you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Okay, maybe I do that second part, but you know, you don't got to do it. You're gonna gotta psychoanalyze me right now. You know, at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm gonna kill you. You know what happens from the world we leave behind. I am very interested in that. I'm still planning to kill you. I am not. I don't want to.
Perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me.
Amen.
Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Have you figured out what you still want when we finish? What you'll want when we finish? I wanna.
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me.
In other words, you still haven't made up your mind because you have too many thoughts. I get it. I've been there.
I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
You know that at the end of this, I'm blah, blah, blah. Do you still not care what I bring you next? How many more bells do I need to bring you? I do not want to do any of that. I don't know what a destroy your body means. Jin, I don't know if you remember, but does destroy my body, is that the thing I did last time where I like left and then I came back? Basically took a break. Because, like, remember I did that and then it asked me again. I don't think I ever did that. I still don't want to do that. I kind of want to explore more options. I don't want to attack the entity. I like them too much. How many more vessels do you need me to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
Then don't do it. You don't gotta do every option. I mean, I do gotta do every option. That's how my brain works. Do you still not care what I bring you next? I'm okay without any of this. I'm ready to go back, and I think I'm gonna do one more route, and then I'll probably finish the stream there. Because it is 1:22 a.m. at this point, but might as well. These late night streams are fine with me. See ya.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Okay. Everything goes dark and you die. So real. Bring the specter to her. Okay.
You're on a path. You're here to...
Okay. Killing the princess seems kind of bad, though. Forget, there's a, turn around and leave. Stay and leave, continue to the cabin. I mean, I feel like doing a turn around and leave immediately would be interesting, but, let's just...
You make your way up the shore. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him.
Like, I don't even know what we could do this time around that would be... Just one more route! Only one, okay? I said I was going to stream for 3 hours, okay?
It's almost entirely bare. The blade is your implement.
Take the blade. Let's not take the blade first time around. Why not?
The door to the base, her voice
Hello? Is someone there?
is hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
I know, she has such a pretty voice. What the heck? But, that's usually not what this goes like. Was this the first time I've ever entered here without the knife? I did, but I didn't do it on the first get-go. I did it second get-go, chapter 2.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
checking in on you. Yeah, I think I'm here to slay you. I think this is the first time, yes. Continue down the stairs. Hey, I think I'm here to slay you. Hi, I'm here to save you. I'm here to save you. I want to save her. I want an option where we don't kill each other.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her...
I don't care.
Really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
Like, I just want an ending where I can actually save you. And you can leave, and whatever you become, I don't care. But, like, just don't kill me, too.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Your rescuer has a very scary face. I look like Slender Man.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I don't know. I've met a lot of beautiful people who have been a threat to me.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
I sure as heck didn't.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
She acts so differently if you don't bring the knife. I guess she just automatically knows the way... I mean, I guess if you come in with a knife, she's a lot more hesitant to want help. I can let her end the world, whatever. I've let her done it like 3 times already. You know what? Blind faith.
You're only making this more difficult.
She's so cute! She's giving me such a cute smile!
Thank you. Thank you.
Though her, usual frown is a lot more attractive.
You're making a huge mistake.
Ah, shush it, narrator.
You're doing the right thing.
I am doing the right thing. Who
Walk
cares?
up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
If I believe I can do it, it happens.
Large and heavy. Far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I can break them. I'm strong.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
If there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe she's still laying around somewhere up there. If not, maybe I can at least find you something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
I mean, I would wonder, I am kind of wondering what this version of the princess, who is so, like, sweet, would say to, like, the, do you have any ideas option?
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door
Ignore
at the top of
this.
the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
By the
You
door.
try the door. Your shouts and you're here to slay the princess. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier
Yeah.
for whom?
For Whomstead, huh? Whomstead would have been easier for.
everyone.
She's so cute. How can I not help her?
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
I mean, at least you have company. We could be locked down here forever. I'm okay with that ending.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. Not. Can we just have a sweet moment for once? Like, you could have waited a minute before you started gnawing on your arm, please. Lady, please. Well, at least you didn't make me do it.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if
cool
there's
art.
a time to strike, it's now.
Multiple little moments of art
Or
here.
we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
I'm gonna save the princess, of course.
Fine.
It's my only option here.
Against your better judgment, you place the
we're
blade
back
against
here.
the ragged,
Why do we always have to
self-inflicted
hurt her?
wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
Why can't I just cut my own arm off? I don't need it. It's the right one. I can learn how to use the left one.
You cut, into her flesh.
I hate that I have to do this every time. Chicka, 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 chicka.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
I also don't like that I have the blade again. I feel like Mr. Narrator is just gonna try to control me again.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
It was hot.
No, she didn't.
She's great.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
I'm okay with that. She's cool.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Can I walk in front of you?
No.
Maybe
we
I
won't
can't.
have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No. I can't just let her escape into the world.
I have let her escape into the world so many times, you stupid narrator. You're so annoying. Just let me save her.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Can I resist? Warn her. It just kind of feels like it's the same thing again. I mean, it's slightly different route. She's looking at me.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
I don't want to do this. I don't want them to
Your body
force me.
lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling
Damn,
back against
so
the wall
cool.
before the blade has a chance.
She does a backflip out of there.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Don't care. Is it gonna let me resist? Ah, thank God. At least I get to resist one more time.
Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
Yeah, just kill me. It's fine.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands.
The hand looks so different than the rest of the body.
Doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Okay, that's fine.
She plunges it
You
into
can
your
amori
chest,
me.
tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony.
What is sinew?
Aren't
What's the
dead
definition of
yet.
that word?
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
That's so good. That's so good. Oops. I'm missing every artery. I'm missing every major blood vessel in your body. Oop. One more time.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Oh, I see. I didn't know that. Thank you, Jen. It's the thing that keeps your bones and muscles together. I think that dying painfully is a heroic way to go. It's kind of how I want to go. You know, I just want to die in like an epic car accident. I want to be shredded to pieces. I want to like have a laser shot onto me and I want to like get obliterated by it. You know, something cool.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
And she just keeps missing the heart and every single vital organ or anything else. Ah, damn it. It just keeps going back into the same holes.
I'm sorry.
Yes, this is everything I've ever wanted. Punish me for being such a jerk.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
Jesus.
With one last
she looks so
thrust of
cute
the
there.
knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks.
Tell my children, I have children. Tell my children I love them. Also learn how to use a knife better.
It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich
he's so
coming
cute.
from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
Her eyes have become so anime.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
That's how I wanted to go. The damsel.
You're on a path in the
I have
woods,
not been listening. I have
and
paid
at the end of
remote
that
attention
path
to the name of the
is a cat
chapters.
that You're here to slay her.
I'm getting, wait, hasn't already. Okay, no, but I died. What am I doing? Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. It's bumps your tricks. I don't have. Well, maybe I should talk to see,
A terrible sense. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he?
It's
We're
me.
going to save our beloved. We'll have to be sneaky about it.
I was wondering when the smitten was gonna come back. I met like most of these in the first go around, you know, which I assume was like mandatory.
Our beloved.
I mean, I'm down for that.
Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess.
I'm kind of into the narrative that I am winding here, where, you know, at first she was insane and then she was like a goddess and then I'm slowly turning her into a love interest. It's like, I was really into it. Her being absolutely toxically, horribly insane and being like this dominant figure was like so good for me that I'm like now trying to be like, no, I like her.
Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
The four of us?
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
He's just like me for real.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
You're ridiculous, Mr. Smitten. This is just more than just a reboot, though. I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally just happened.
We could go back and forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to doing your job and saving the world. So let's just agree to disagree.
Let's assume that I'm telling the truth, or okay.
Those are two very different. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which... You were the one who did us in, villain.
You're so cute.
Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. I beg to differ.
Thou foul
I'm
villain!
not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, what do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty... Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply...
Yeah, okay, we get it.
What do you think happened? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think
Okay.
she would never? She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly...
I mean, Mr. Smitten, I agree with you. I think whether she's a horrible knife monster, or like a goddess, or a little funny ghost, I think she's a perfect angel no matter what.
Convoluted. I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
I'm with them. I'm going to find a way to save her from the cabin.
That's right, you can't stop all of us. We're going to sweep her off her feet if it's the last thing anyone does.
I am proud of your love, Smitten. I am just like you for real.
Are these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with? You're not at the cabin yet. You still have plenty of time to reflect on the situation. I just hope for all our sakes that you make the right call.
Is
Just
there
be
more
quick
that?
about it.
The only reason she was even able to kill me was not that because I let her. She could barely hold a knife. How is she supposed to end the world? I mean, I just want to see if there's any new writer.
Can Maybe it's her beauty that threatens the world.
Oh, and it so often does.
Sure, it's her beauty. Why not? And before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there. If you don't slay her, she's going to find a way out. It's unfortunate, I know, but it's just the way it is.
That's good.
People lock. Look. Oh. Of course you're special. Why else would you? Calling us special isn't going to make us friends, even if it did feel nice.
It does feel nice.
Oh, believe me, the last thing I want is for you and I to be friends. But I'm a professional, and I'm not going to let my dislike for you get in the way of helping you save the world.
Okay.
I've told you everything you need, not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her... Great.
Okay.
Now, if you don't mind, the whole...
I still don't really know what you are. I mean, he says in the previous round, the princess said the narrator, and Jonathan narrator over here, narrator. What is going on with me? Jonathan narrator over here is more like her than they are like the voices in the head, the shards of this being that I control. So, like, what are you? I mean, I kind of understand the princess's role in all of this. Let's just go to the cabin.
A warning. She will lie. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in. I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
Me too.
I do. But I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
It's okay. I like people who yap.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
I think there's a very special skill in being able to speak your mind, even if the things you're saying are embarrassing. Zooming into that cabin always feels very
The interior
interesting.
of the cabin is clean.
Oh, it's like
and
a little castle.
with stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries.
I'm gonna save my princess.
Prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
You didn't say anything about the mirror. This whole cabin is different than last time. Let's just approach the mirror.
That's
Maybe he says
because
something.
There isn't a mirror. There's definitely... There isn't. I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here.
She definitely would. You know she would.
In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, they...
I want to look at how I want to see how handsome I am. It doesn't matter. I'll just approach the mirror just for the sake
Walk
of
up to the wall
consistency.
next to the base. This really is... You reach forward and rub your... It was there a second ago. Now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
I mean, we might have a feather out of place. We're like a bird creature. Ah! This whole cabin is different than last time. Take the blade.
Very... Is it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the scenery last time around. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous so focus up.
Okay, let's just enter the basement. I'm not taking the blade. I don't want to cut her off again. I just want to free
The door
her.
to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight.
I want to know what she looks like in this
But it's still
one.
a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Ooh, what is she gonna sound like here?
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice, it's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
It's okay. We're a simp. I accept that.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Yeah, but she can manipulate me for the rest of her life if that's all it takes.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
She
There's a
looks so
heavy
baby.
chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
Okay, sounds good.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
We will set you free.
You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
He's so real, dude. Mr. Smitten, you're so tad.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
At least you remember us.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero.
That's my name.
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
It's so real.
Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence.
Incontrovertible.
You've been here before. That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us.
Wow. If this is a route, I just thought that there's probably a route where you go in there at the very beginning without the knife, and then you like kill her anyways, you know? That's gotta be real messed up.
Only
That's
because
where
you
I'm the
made us
villain.
Try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
I don't want to do the genocide route of this game.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion.
Nah, I don't believe it.
I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
No, I do not. There's a beautiful girl in front of me.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
Yes.
We never saw a world end.
Yeah, no, heck,
Now
I
I'm
didn't.
even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
I shan't be listening to these two, because Mr. Smitten is right. We are gonna
Are you
save
listening
this
to
woman.
him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
I will simp for you in every universe, Miss Princess. I do not care. You killed me last time and it hurt you. Why did you do that?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we? We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us.
It's real.
She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for...
Alright, I appreciate the simping, Mr. Smitten, but don't tell people to kill their significant others. To set them
She made
free.
the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
Oh, but she's so cute. I just want her to manipulate me. Ruin my life, why don't you? I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again? What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
But before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
No.
Isn't that just like our darling princess?
I mean, at the end of the day,
she wants to make us happy.
The end
My
of
heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
Hey, that's what it's all about. Date someone who wouldn't. Anybody would save the world for you, but would somebody destroy the world for you? That's the kind of person you want to be with. Come on.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
I have no feeling one way or another about the world. I have no feelings one way or another about the world. And again, neither do I care. You were a plague, and I hope you brought a slow and painful ruin to them all. No, I don't want the world to end. I have no way or the other. How about we don't end the world? I don't want the world to end. I want to live in the world with you.
Then I didn't end the world.
Yay! She's so real.
She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself. Not so sure.
I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again? I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took me over my body. It was extremely unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You are just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Thank you.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
We are meant for each other.
That's because she's perfect.
I just believe in her.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
Maybe? I mean, she kind of is the angel. I don't think anybody's telling her what to do. The angel? I guess that's what I just called it. The little being inside the long quiet.
She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
I don't want to do that.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
Yeah, you're so right,
What?
Mr. Smitten.
No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
No, we can do that. We can make it work.
You arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles. She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
Nah, there's no red flags here.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
I am okay with bizarre behavior. Like, I'm just making that clear. I'm okay with that. Just be with me.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
I am so ready to kill myself for this woman.
You wouldn't.
Oh, I so would.
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
Oh,
You
look at my
approach
funky
the
little
princess
hand.
and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings.
Woo!
That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Okay, I liked the cuteness factor here, but I like it when you look a little freakier, you know?
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
Excelsior!
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Let's just be together.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace.
Ugh. You're cute. I was into it, but this is, a little too much.
Only you had a weapon. One slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back, and everyone out there would be saved.
It's okay. It's okay.
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Jonathan Romance.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
You have the
What do
power
we
of God
know?
and anime by my side. We can go on a date. Let's go on a picnic or something. What do you want to do? We leave, and then we have a whole life to figure out what we want to do next. Oh, God. Yes, that's what I want. Just give me that ending.
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What
We can
if
take her
this whole
home.
thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
You want to go join the silence.
Princess closes her eyes in deep reflection.
Is she about to say something scary? It kind of feels like that's what it's building to.
Then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Okay, so let's go on a picnic, then we can go watch a movie, and you can come over to my place, we can talk about our feelings and our future together, and then I'll take you to the long quiet, alright? And you can join your, whatever. But let's just, have a little romance here. Come on! I want to tell me what you want. There must be something you want. Do you want to end the world? I just want to leave. We can figure out the rest later. If you want to leave, then let's leave. I just want to leave. We can figure out the rest later. I don't want to ask any of these questions. I want to leave with her. I want to take her out on a date. Let me take her out on a date. Please. For once. I want you to tell me what you
I
want.
just want to make you happy.
Jesus fucking Christ, this face is crazy.
She can't just want to make us happy. It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
I have definitely been cuckoo enough up there to like be completely smitten with someone, and the only thought I've had is that I want to make them happy. This might be something you want.
I just want to make you happy.
Woo!
Is she broken? What's going on? What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
I'm so into this. You have to want something more than just making me happy, but you need your own thing. You just can't. You just met me. You can't base your happiness around me. I want you to make me unhappy. Oh crap! Do you want to end the world? I just want to leave. We can figure out the rest later. I'm gonna keep falling into the derangement, even though I kind of like this one that's romantic, but you know, let's make it weird. You can't base your entire happiness around me.
If that's what makes you happy.
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right. I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
I love the hair. You look like a Yu-Gi-Oh character. Do you want to end the world? I want you to make me unhappy. I will not say that. She's gonna kill me or something. And you have to want something more than just making me happy. Nothing is wrong with this woman.
Okay, I'll find something else to want if that makes you happy.
Okay.
Is it just me, or does it feel like we're alone right now?
And they lived happily ever after.
Like we're
That's
the
all
only
she
ones
wanted.
here?
Oh, there he goes. I really want. Come on, just let me love her. It's fine. The one I'm really in love with is the angel anyways. Can I take her out of the movies? You don't get the chance to ask another question, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. Let's go like ice skating or something. I'll take the angel ice skating.
No. She was our perfect match.
She was just like us for real.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a... mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Of course, you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not for me. It's just going to be key. You trust me. We've been here before, and you always get
But it
scared.
feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
I don't ever want to be mean.
Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt.
I'm gonna
right?
preen. I'm preening. I'm gonna preen.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. She'll be there waiting for us. I just know it.
She always is. All right. Do I look any weirder? You approach the mirror. You're unraveled. You're unraveled. I mean, I don't really look much different. My hand's a little shriveled. The rest of my body looks pretty much the same as usual, but I got a little shriveled hand. All right, I'm back. What do you look like this time around? You're at the cabin. Approach her. You're approaching me. Oh, there she
There's
is.
a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Are you talking about my world? outside of this story? Do you think there are people out there? Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real? Do you have thoughts on this vessel? Do you know what's going to happen when you awake? When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I called him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one? I want to know that. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
No, their minds are empty, existent.
Me too,
but
though.
Constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
I don't think so. I live in the spaces beyond. Homie shouldn't. He does. I don't know why, but I know this is for a fact. He does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does, and when I find him, you and I are finally going to have some answers. He does, and when I find him, I'm going to kill him. He does, but you're going to keep that to yourself. We'll get some answers.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
Do you think there are people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me.
You think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake. This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart.
I have made quite a few gentle people recently. I didn't want her to love me. I wanted to love her.
Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Again, it sounds like you're actually responding to me. How many more vessels do I need to bring you? She'll say the same thing she usually does.
1. Whatever you bring me next will be enough.
Oh.
And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
Just one? Huh. That's crazy. That is crazy. Wow, they're the same woman. If this is the last time, is there anything you would like me to bring you? Then I'm not going back. I'm just going to stay here.
You've already tried waiting, but I understand if you need more time. I'll wait with you.
Oh, I can wait for you with you for a little longer. Isn't that what I left last time? Wait, it's just gonna kick me out, right?
When you return,
Yeah.
what textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box.
I always come back.
Because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Okay. Jesus Christ. So many achievements. I feel like it says I need to do one more route. But I assume the route is going to take like an hour, 40 minutes or whatever, and then it'll activate something, and that's going to be quite a while, maybe 1 or 2 more hours. So I definitely don't want to stream for that much longer. I have at this point been streaming for like 2 hours, 40 minutes, 240. Shorter than a stream, but I can't be staying up till like 5 in the morning. I have some stuff to do tomorrow. Jin, do you feel like I could possibly beat this in another stream? Could you give me like a rough estimate, or what do you think? What do you think this could lead to? You know, like how many hours is gonna take me? I mean, oh, sorry, my brain not thinking. So many things here, though. Is this all the end? There's so much here. Oh, for sure. You can beat it another stream, but you probably shouldn't do more tonight. Okay, thank God. But there's just so much. I feel like I'm gonna miss out on so much, even if I get an ending. That, like, that's kind of hard. It makes me kind of want to do another run, you know? Maybe I should. Maybe I should do another run outside of Spooky Boogie. Do a little Spooky Boogie extended. Spooky Boogie contracted extended. Contracted extended. I don't know. From what this looks like, it feels like there's a lot of options that I've yet to like look at. I just saw something that said the good ending. That's crazy. I'll get an ending, and then I'll see where that'll lead me, I guess. I don't know how I feel about that. But I don't know. I really like this game a lot. I'm having a lot of fun playing it. I'm having a lot of fun playing it, and I feel like I am reaching to a certain extent like an ending, and I feel like I could then end streaming this, but I want to play it more. It's really cool, but it seems like one of those things where it'd be very difficult to reach a 100% completion, and 100% completion would also probably have, I'm gonna assume that whatever ending there is, there's probably only like, I don't know, I'm gonna make the assumption that there either is only one ending once you've done all the multiple factions of the chapters, the routes that you need to do to get to a completed angel. Essentially, there is either only one ending that happens there, or there are like maybe like 3, and you get any of those by doing any number of other smaller routes. But I kind of like, makes me feel like I do want to do other routes. Maybe I try to go for like a perfect ending. I don't know, I'm sure there's a good ending. I kind of want to do it on stream, but I only have so much time. I don't know. We'll see how things go. I have plenty of other games that I want to play this Spooky Boogie contracted season. So far, we've only played a handful, and we're already halfway through week 2. And there's only 3 weeks this time around. I can't really do Spooky Boogie extended like I did last year. We can see when you finish the game. Okay. I'll take a look at that, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Either way, I'm really enjoying this game. I'm too aggressively attached to things like this. I always have been. Whatchamacallit? I don't know. There's just something about. It's one of the reasons I haven't done it much. I just fall into it immediately. It's just, there's a part of me, there's a part of my brain that I think is broken, that makes me feel like whenever I am consuming media, like it's real, and I get so emotional about these things. I don't know why I do that. I've always been like that. As a kid, it would like, it would hunt me, you know? I would get so attached to characters, and I would get so attached to things, and I would like cry about them. And whenever I play games like this, I just feel bad. I don't want to do bad things because it makes me feel bad. And I also really just want to explore as much as there is to do here. I might try to see if I can do another route. I can't stream it all. I think, if I remember correctly, if I go to howlongtobeat.com, how long to beat. And I look up Slay the Princess. it says that you can finish it in around 6 hours or so. I may imply some sides. That is essentially how long this is gonna take me. I mean, I think maybe 2 more hours. And I think I did like 2.5 the first stream. I did around 2.5 now, so I'm at a 5-hour mark. So knowing me, it'll take me probably another 2 to 3 hours. When the implementation is 5. It says completionist is 13 hours, but it seems like there's so much context here, content that I don't, no way in hell is that how long it takes, you know? It says completionist 13 hours and 32 minutes. And that's 53 players who have said that, but I don't know if that's true. That's so much. That's so little amount of time. I mean, sorry. Then for the like amount of content there appeared to be in here. If I look up like Slay the Princess, how long to do every round? Well, I don't want to get spoiled or anything. Yeah, I guess I don't want to read any of this because I don't want to get spoiled. But I don't know. I really want to look at it. A lot of it is so fun. It's not like a game where all the little routes and stuff seem to be very minor and stuff. It seems like every time I do something, it's so different. But I don't know. Maybe to get all the achievements, you have to redo some of the routes and just choose slightly different variations. But I feel like there's so much dialogue there. Anyways, it might be worth it. I don't know. I might want to do another full playthrough. We'll see. We'll see. I'm just going nuts. Video games make me go crazy. I'm crazy. Oh, I'm going cuckoo. I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But tomorrow for sure we'll beat this, and we'll move on for that. I still have Saturday and Sunday, and I'm gonna stream both Saturday and Sunday. I don't know yet. I think I'm gonna be doing Killer Frequency on one of those days for sure, and then on the other day we'll see. And then I still haven't fully scheduled the last week of Spooky Boogie. It is the last week. Technically, after that, I'm gonna do one final proto Halloween stream in order to do like a big playthrough and end it at that. You know how it is. But I want to get a lot of stuff done. I have been enjoying Spooky Boogie this year. I feel very blessed to have a lot of people here, like Tina and Jin and everybody else who was here today. Tina, Jin, Sao, and all the other people who have been here before, like Nikki and Manu and everyone else. It's always like super nice to have people here. It makes me feel very happy. But whatchamacallit, I just also feel like I haven't played that many games, and I love Spooky Boogie because I get to play so many things, and I get to have so many. I don't get to play video games that much these days. I'm very busy. I don't have the time, and I just don't have the time to be able to sit down and fully implement myself to a single goddamn video game. You know, I work too much, and I have too many other responsibilities outside of that. So Spooky Boogie to me is like so excited because I get to be a gamer for once in my goddamn life. I get to be a goddamn gamer. But also I just love scary games. I love the spooky atmosphere. I love jump scary games. I love games like this with complicated systems, meta contextual characters and stuff, which are very typical to the analog ARG style horror game. There's just so many fun types of spooky games, and I love all of them. I love jump scary horror. I love ARG horror. I love analog horror. I love meta horror like this. All of it is so fun. I love like child spooky, like, oh, this is just kind of a fall vibe horror. It doesn't even have to be horror. I love fall video games. You know, they have such a specific vibe, and it makes me so happy. So I'm gonna try really hard to try to play at least quite a few more after this, even if it means like today and yesterday doing streams this late at night. I know that's difficult for quite a few of you to be here, but I'm just so busy throughout the day. I had a pretty long shift today, and I like I said earlier, I went out with some friends last night. I went to Not Scary Farm. That was a lot of fun. We got home around 3 a.m. I had to work at 5. I got a 1 hour nap. I worked for around 7 hours, then I took like a 3 to 4 hour nap, and then I had to get a bunch of paperwork done, which I believe I already said this in the stream, but it's just so hard to find the time to do this. But if I don't do it at this time, then I don't do it at all, and I do want to do it. So either way, thank you for watching. I hope you had an absolutely wonderful night. I hope you have fun with this. I don't think this was one of my better streams. I'm a little tired, but I do really enjoy this game. So, either way, I think the strength of this game makes this kind of fun to just get through, I guess. Hopefully next time around, today, I guess, on the 11th, most likely around 12 p.m. Noon time. I'm gonna try to wake up early because I have a few things to get done, and then I have something to do later in the day around 6 p.m. So around 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. I'm gonna see if I can start the stream and finish off and finish up Slay the Princess. I'm sorry, Jin, you're gonna have to be awake at noontime. But yeah, I hope you all had an absolutely wonderful night. I'll be here today / tomorrow, whatever. If you believe in Animal Crossing time, tomorrow doesn't start till 5 a.m. But yeah, let's finish this game. I'm really excited to see how this goes. I've really been enjoying this game a lot. I am so ready to put this woman on a flash drive and take her around with me. I am so ready to buy official merch of this woman and then put the game on a micro SD and then tape it into like a charm of this like woman of the princess and just carry it around with me because I'm simping and I'm simping hard. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I keep saying that, but sayonara, Shadow the Hedgehog. So long, Gay Bowser. See you, Space Cowboy. Have a good night. Thank you, Jin. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Sal, for being here today. I'll see you soon. It'd be a crazy flash drive. Have a good night, y'all.